Hey there, I'm Brandon Shope here with the Wilmington Police Department. Welcome to another special edition of Port City Blue Talk. We're so happy to have you here with us today, of course. And joining me right now, we've got two very special guests here in our studio. It's Mr. Jeremy Adair and Josh White. Now, they work with a company called Warm Springs Productions. They're based in Montana, and they produce shows for networks like the Fox Business Network, among other outlets. We're very excited, of course, to have them here in Wilmington. Jeremy and his crew actually spent 2 weeks with the WPD filming our officers for a new national television show called How America Works with Mike Rowe. That was back in December, and they're joining us right now. Thank you so much, guys, for making the time to be here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. All right, now, Mr. Jeremy, I know you've been, obviously in the television business for quite a while. Have you enjoyed your time in Wilmington, and what's been your favorite part about filming with WPD?
I think in a show like this, it's always great to get access with an organisation, and with the police department, that's not always easy. But yet, what's been amazing about here is how the chief and everyone have been unbelievably helpful and welcoming, and basically letting us do all these crazy things we asked them to do, doing things 10 times. Putting cameras in unusual positions, and it's things that you wouldn't expect. You think, oh, someone's going to turn up with a camera, but actually they're asking you to do a lot of things you don't expect. Yet nothing has been a problem, and that's not an easy thing, particularly for someone in law enforcement who's used to moving and getting things done quickly. So we appreciate that.
And obviously, Jeremy, I don't want to ruin the surprise of the episode or anything like that, so there's only so much we can say. But, what can you tell us about the show in general, and what can viewers expect to see when they tune into Fox Business?
Well, this show looks at people, the workers of the United States, basically. So we're not looking at people who run companies and businesses and organizations. We're looking at people who are the guys at the coalface, the men and women at the coalface who do jobs that day in, day out, the hard work that they do, and what it takes, the uncommon details that you might not know about, when you think about the kinds of jobs, these jobs that you're aware of but actually don't know what they do. And that's what's been great for us, is looking to law enforcement officers and others and going, there's a lot more to this than meets the eye, and that's what we find interesting.
Yes, sir. Excellent. Now, I know you are the producer for the show, and Josh, I know you've been out there with the cameras, getting a lot of the action. Talk to me a little bit about what has the experience been like for the crew, the camera crew.
I'll be honest, this one's definitely been a little bit of a challenge, just from a logistical standpoint, because we're not necessarily all in one place the whole time. We're constantly moving in and out of vehicles and following people going from one end of the building to the other, and then and normally I'll have a sound person with me, but I've had to do my own sound on this one, and
oh, wow.
just getting people mic'd. It's just a lot of little moving bits and pieces that could go wrong from a technical perspective, and so it's been a little bit of a challenge, but I've got a good team of people that I'm working with, and we've definitely made it work.
Awesome. So now, what have you thought about Wilmington? Is this your first time here in the city? Have you ever been here?
I've been to North Carolina many times, but it's my first time to Wilmington, and it's a kind of a cool little town, and I wish we had more time to go and do some sightseeing and stuff. I mean, I saw I could see the USS North Carolina from across the river, but unfortunately we don't have the time. And but yeah, it's so funny because when we travel to different cities for shoots, a lot of times it's work. There's not a whole lot of time to sightsee, but you do tend to start looking up on the internet, like little tidbits about the city that you're in. You're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Maybe I'll check that out next time I'm back or something like that. Like it didn't hit me until we got here that Wilmington was there was a large film production community here, and I looked that up on the internet and forgot that there was all these famous films and stuff that were filmed here, which I thought was pretty fascinating for a city of this size.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, film is definitely big. So, maybe you guys can get back out here for another project, one way or the other one day. And now, Jeremy, what will you remember the most about, these past few weeks back in December that you filmed with the Wilmington Police Department?
What's great about the work that we do is that everywhere you go, it's something different, something unique. So you absolutely totally remember. There's always moments that you'll never forget. And for us, I've worked the law enforcement before, and I've filmed law enforcement behind the scenes a bit before. But I will. Yeah, there's a lot I won't forget about here, doing ride-alongs with law enforcement and just the personality of the people who do that kind of work. No one understands, that they're actually doing a dangerous job. At the same time, they've got this great personality, dealing with everyone constantly on a daily basis. I also want to say that the cuisine here is really good. Even though we haven't done much sightseeing, like as Josh said, I've gone on some, had some quick lunches and early meals or whatever. But some of the places I've eaten at in downtown were great. And yeah, if I could eat out every night at a restaurant here, I absolutely would, and I wish I could have. But we'll be back. We'll be back, and we'll hit all the fine dining establishments, I reckon. And yeah, I love the food here. It's terrific.
Yes, sir. It is excellent. Well, anything else you guys would like to add? Maybe something I forgot to ask or left out?
You got a pretty good Christmas parade.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a pretty amazing turnout, and just to see, all the city folk and everything, just everybody really enjoying that. It seemed like a pretty big hit for the city.
Yeah, it was good. It was good fun, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
good feeling and all that. And that's parades are always can be a little bit tight, but no, it was just right. It was perfect. It was great fun.
And again, just meeting everyone here at Wilmington PD, everybody's been great, fun to work with, and we've gotten to take our picture group photos or something with them and stuff. But I think for me, the favorite was Mrs. Shannon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the little old lady on the corner, just like 94 or something like that.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how much Shannon gets in, but yeah, she was an absolute sweetheart, the sweetest local lady you could ever meet, and yeah, it was a joy to meet her and a pleasure and an honour, I guess you'd say.
Wonderful. Well, on behalf of everyone here at Wilmington Police, our PR team, the Chief of Police and everyone else here, all of our officers, I really want to thank you guys, really, Jeremy and Josh and the entire crew for choosing to feature our department. I know there's many great law enforcement agencies across the country. So we really do appreciate that you're spotlighting our local heroes, our local American heroes here in Wilmington. And they do, of course, go above and beyond the call of duty, like you mentioned, every single day. And I just want to say thank you again for that.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And make sure to follow Wilmington Police Department on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're on all of those social media platforms right now at Wilmington PD. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.